Well, over 5 million people in parts of the eastern and greater Accra region may not have potable water to drink if government proceeds with its plans to issue licenses for mining of bauxite in the Atewa Forest Reserve. Well, that's according to a coalition of 8 eco-conscious groups kicking against government's decision to harness the resources at the forest. Well, according to the group, it has evidence to suggest that prospecting will soon begin in the area, a move that poses lots of danger to the environment. Well, I have the founder of that group joining us now on Zoom, Awula Serwah, and you are joining us now. Tell us, you say you have evidence that suggests that prospecting is already going on right now and mining would soon begin at the Atewa Forest. Share with us this evidence you have. So I was asking if...
Apologies for that.
Oh, that's fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Good evening,
Good
Awula
evening.
Serwah. And the coalition is led by Arocha, Ghana. Now, on the Minerals Commission own website, the evidence is there. But let's be absolutely clear. Let's be absolutely clear. It will be totally reckless if this goes on and mining takes place at Atewa Forest Reserve. It's a protected forest reserve for a very good reason. 3 rivers take their source from there, and it's a source of drinking water to over 5 million people. We know that there's a global crisis as we speak. There's drought in parts of the UK, parts of Europe. So water is a very scarce resource, and it will not make any sense to risk polluting the source of water to over 5 million people, especially as we have Galamsey now, which is already doing havoc to our water and water bodies. So this is a very serious issue that every single Ghanaian should be concerned about.
But the government argues that it needs money to run the economy, and we have a lot of resources at the forest that we need to harness. What's your solution to that?
Absolutely. Resources are not just bauxite. I mean, it has already been asked that Atewa Forest Reserve be declared a national park. Now, tourism brings about a lot of money. I'm sure you know that tourism is a key factor for a lot of money. So it's not only by mining bauxite that one will get valuable money. There are valuable resources there, such as there are protected, animals there, plant species. There are lots of things. In fact, recently, an endangered frog was discovered by CSIR, and the government was very proud of this. And this is something we risk destroying if we go and mine there. So there's tourism. There are lots of crops that grows there. You can also use it as a carbon sink where you can get lots of money. So the idea that the only way you can get money is to pollute waters, destroy a pristine forest where there are endangered species is laughable. Bauxite is not the only way of getting money from that area.
Interesting. Now, for residents in that area, sorry to cut you there, for residents in that area, indeed, they would be having some ripple effect. But then government argues that this is the way forward. What would you do if government goes ahead to continue the prospecting of that area? What would you do as an association?
The resistance will continue. Those there in the landscape have already said it's a no-go area for mining. They've seen what is happening in other areas like Awaso, where bauxite has been mined. You cannot even harvest rainwater there. The place is so polluted. You've already polluted one part of the place. Why would you go somewhere else, a pristine, green, healthy area, and go and pollute it? And let's be absolutely clear, there's the green economy. So it is totally untrue that the only way you can get money is to go and destroy the place by mining bauxite. And then you have people dying of cancer and all sorts of illnesses. It doesn't make any sense. Let's explore the green economy. There's lots of money to be made from the green economy. Let's preserve our environment, because we all know that if you have millions of dollars in your pockets and the whole environment is polluted, what would you have achieved? Absolutely nothing. So let's be sensible. There are other areas where the government can get the bauxite it needs. And then we can leave Atewa for the green economy. And let's be very clear. There are companies like Tetra Pak, BMW, who have said very, very clearly that they are concerned about the environment. And they will not purchase any aluminium that has its source from the protected Atewa Forest Reserve. So what are you going to do when you mine the bauxite and nobody is prepared to buy the aluminium? Because they care about the environment if we don't.
So for you, so far it's all talk, and we're wondering, are you considering any legal action moving forward?
Of course, the case is in court right now, and I don't think it shows much respect for a case being in court. It will be heard in November, and we know very well that the reason why the case is in court is that government has not listened to the people. We're told to be active citizens and not passive citizens, and the active citizens in the Atewa landscape and outside, because this will affect every person in Ghana and beyond, have told the government that it's absolutely unwise to mine bauxite there. We're not against mining, but we are against anything that is destructive. So what we are doing is we are campaigning, there are people on the ground, and the case is actually in court. So any law-abiding person should not be interfering with the landscape when the case is in court. And the hearing is scheduled to begin in November this year.
Thank you very much.
There's not all talk, a lot of action is taking place.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us here on Joy News Prime. We'll be sure to keep up with this story and bring you updates.